Hey, what's going on? It is the long run, week number 1, long run, 4.25 miles. Woke up a little bit late today, so got out and it was bright and sunny, and I was like, you know what? Let's wait till this afternoon. So that's what we're doing. So it being NFL Sunday, week 4 of the NFL, I was a little bit worried that my Cowboys would ruin my day. But fortunately, we're playing the 0-3 Jets, and they took care of business. Really, it was a boring game. That thing was over by the half. So today, like I was saying, 4.25 miles. They have us doing some weird stuff, some sort of progression. So the first mile, or the first block, is 1.5 miles at a conversational pace. As always, not doing a good job of keeping that, but we're out here trying to slow down a little bit, and just happy that sun's not up overhead. Yesterday was my brother's birthday celebration, and I was over at my mom's house, and me and my dad are trying to find the best zero beer that's out there. I don't really know why. Maybe some father-son bonding over some zero beer, but so far Heineken has been the best zero beer that we found. At least I thought so. Tried the Budweiser last night. That sucked. Tried Shiner. That wasn't great. Tried Michelob. That was actually okay. But I found out that Athletic Brewing Company, that's all they do is zero beer. So I thought I'd give them a chance. And if that wasn't the best zero beer I've tried so far. So, as you know, my goal for 2025 is to run a sub 2-hour half marathon. And currently, according to Strava, Koros, Runna, they don't think I could beat 2:07. My personal best was in Chicago 3 years ago when I ran a 2:24 or 2:25. Regardless, I'm trying to drop 25 minutes on my 5K or my half marathon, and I need every advantage I can get. So football season, I like to drink beer, but the problem is when I drink beer, it totally messes with my runs, like really, really bad. I don't know, one could say, hey, just don't drink beer, and most of the time I don't, but you know, every now and then I do like to drink a nice cold beer. And maybe it's a little bit frivolous, but I thought I'd give zero beer a try, and that's what we're gonna do. So part of this half marathon journey, we're gonna be testing out some zero beers. So look forward to that when I get home here in another 2.5 miles. Athletic Brewing Company Upside Down Golden. As promised. It's pretty good. That was it was supposed to be actually 4.5 miles. Wound up doing 4.1 mile, and I'm okay with that. What happened was on that 4th mile, I saw my wife and my daughter, and they were playing on the playground, and I was like, you know what? I want in on that. So I cut it short, which is fine. Yeah, this was a 4.5 mile progressive long run. Essentially, that first 1.5 miles was at conversational pace. We wound up hitting that pace. I think conversational pace, honestly, for me, should be at around 11:40. At least according to Runna, I wound up doing that in just under 11 minutes at 10:59. The next pacing group was at 1.25 miles, and I was supposed to do that in 11:20 or 11-minute 20-second pace. I did that in 11-minute pacing, and then the next mile, or the next 1.2 miles, was supposed to be at 10:50, and I hit those pacings, but I went 11:05, which is kind of wild. So I was supposed to go faster on my pacing, right? And I wound up actually going slower. I went 10:59, 11, and then 11:05. I guess that's okay. I mean, it was all a little bit faster than I wanted to go, and it was still kind of hot. This morning, if I would have woke up, it would have been in the low 60s, and it was in the mid 80s. yeah, that was a little rough, and then I was still burping on the enchiladas that I had earlier, and but all in all, it was a good run. I got out there, did most of the miles. I still owe everybody half a mile, so I'll do that, I don't know, tomorrow. But yeah, good run overall. This beer is actually fantastic. I'm really surprised how good this beer is. Like, it's not just good for a zero beer. It's a pretty good beer. Now, you don't know what my taste in beer is. You could think my taste in beer kind of sucks, but if you're looking for a good beer, this is set the standard. A good zero beer. So I'll give this one an A. We'll start with an A. I can't just start off with an A plus, but I don't know if you guys like this, me reviewing zero beer. I can. Sunday night football's on. Who's playing? New England and Buffalo. Apparently New England's up 3-0. So this should be a good one. Buffalo should actually stomp on New England, but we'll see. You know how those division games go. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out later on tonight how that one went. But thanks so much for running with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe in a few days. I don't know. But thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys on the next one.